Small little countdown for a chill stream. Small little countdown for a chill stream. Okay. Doing all my checks. Doing all my checks. Okay, now that I know that y'all can hear me, whomever pops in, that's great. But nonetheless, okay. Well, can't listen to music except my own, so why not listen to a couple of things? What do you say? Just a couple of things? Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Can't copyright things that are mine. Right? Let's do this. Well, we might just go on to Sims for about 30 minutes maybe, but I really don't want to be on here too long. Got so much up here that's gonna be a problem, but let's just try that. So we can get that ready for us. That's what we're wanting to do. But nonetheless, I'm perfectly fine just chatting. Ooh, one person. Eee. Sorry, that was Happy Flaps. So, anything you want to ask me if you want to? Today's just going to be explicitly a chill stream. Just got a lot on my mind right now. Can't focus on games. It's one of those things. But nonetheless, you're free to say whatever. Doesn't matter. But be respectful with what you say. Sorry. Stuff gets caught in my mouth. Hello, little viewer. This is my music. Just pointing that out there. You can find me as listed from this Twitch on Spotify if you want to listen. So, I do unverbalized music. That might change in the future. But nonetheless, it's all mine. One of my first that I made, Interstellar. Oh! Yeah. So we're just chilling out tonight, huh? If you don't have any questions, that's fine. I will be adjusting my glasses frequently. They tend to slide too easy. I apologize if that's bothersome. I also talk with my hands a little bit too. Oh, I don't have anybody on YouTube chatting. That's fine though. I don't expect to become a multi-million viewer streamer. That's just fine. But I still like chatting with people even though they don't talk back. Oh, Amy Face was my most recent follower. I just want to say thank you. If you happen to be the one lurking and just listening to my rampy rants. And then 3 months ago I have Savage Pete 64. Thank you for that follow. I haven't been able to congratulate or thank people because sometimes people just drop in for a moment and go, which makes it upsetting because I do want to thank people for following me. And late status, thank you for the follow. If you catch this later, don't forget to go to my YouTube and you're gonna catch that later. This is general catch-all. Eclipse of the Sun. That's the song. Then we have Raidinator 666. Thanks for the follow. Then we have Artec Twitch. Clever what you did with the eye on that one. Nice. Thanks for the follow. Asper Kai, thank you for the follow. Devil Baroque, thanks for the follow as well. Bossy Blue 92, thanks to Legion's Eye, thanks for the follow. And Zeloxfer, thanks for the follow. I didn't thank the people because they follow and they can't come back to my streams, so that's fine. But I wanted to thank y'all for the follows. This next week is going to be hitting hard with the streams, so hope the viewer that's watching right now comes back because we will be doing Terraria tomorrow if I'm in the mood. If I am, it will be a pretty lengthy stream, so I'll be streaming them. Yeah. I might be getting my little COVID jab. So, it'll be my first dose, so I don't know how it's going to treat me, so that's the reason why that's pending. Be safe out there, guys. Get your vaccines if you haven't already. If you have, that's fine. Thank you for doing so anyway. A lot of people are misinformed on this. There's so much misinformation. Believe it or not, there's been years upon years of research on this. We just haven't had a kind of delivery service for it, but it's modeled from SARS-CoV-1. So they decided to try it RNA, which does nothing to DNA technically. Ooh, this is another one of my babies. But there's just way too much misinformation. If you want actual proof, basics, Wikipedia is not the most reliable source, but start there. Then go to CDC and WHO, and you'll be able to figure that out. But just letting that little information go there. But I might get flagged on YouTube for speaking those things, but you've got to do what you've got to do to get back to close to normal as possible. And I'm choosing to do my part and still mask up and get vaccinated, because it's my civic duty at this point to do so. What's next on contentions that might get me unfollowed by people that don't believe in science? Well, I got plenty of messagings I could have, but might center today's conversation on what y'all ask, along with what I know. So, damn it, fly. And it stained the wall. Had to kill the fly. Won't proof it's me. This is euphoric. So, euphoria. See the name? That would be me. See? Definitely me. So, this is a good one to kind of chill to, but dance to, depending on your mood. I wanted to make music that invoked a certain mood with people, depending on who likes that certain stuff. My music does not appeal to everyone because I have no lyrics. that's fine. The Darkness. This is the Darkness album. But, Losing Faith was basically, a sequel to one I wrote that was like 56 seconds long. It was basically, the child of becoming. I had that as the starting title, and then I remember the time of my life where that song was modeled from. Then I'm like, yeah, there's some sort of becoming, but it's just like, no. So when I went to rework the song, I realized it had a deeper meaning. So it became Losing Faith because of a period of my life when I did lose a friend. And unfortunately her name was Faith. But yeah, she died kind of young in her life. She was 20 years old, and she got real bad off. So she was a very special friend I had. She was one of the few I made friends with easy because of how she was. She was someone you could easily talk to. So technically that song is about someone, but it's a good friend I had. Oh, that's a tough subject to talk about. But nonetheless, Anxious Dissolution is another one that was born out of how I felt in here. There's people in my life that just made me so much worse. Give me just a second. Oh, dust. You fickle little beast. Make sure I don't bleed sometimes. It has happened before. Hydrate. Time stands still for no one. Another favorite of mine. This one was going to be something totally different. But then I was just like, it sounds like clocks in the background. I'm like, oh, this is a good prospect for a song title. Like, it is true. Time moves forward regardless of your standings in life. You would want a moment to last forever, but time still passes. And it's like, made sense. Passage of time, it's natural, it's going to happen. you will you will you will get older, grow up. In some cases, there are some people that don't really grow up the way that they should, but oh well. I do have a follower goal of 50. I don't want much time. I got 187 more people that need to follow me. There's a good reason for it. I do have merch via Streamlabs available, but I do want my own custom merch that I actually design myself, like without templates. I want to be able to draw something. What? I like to drink my stuff this way. It's water. Hydrate. It's a hot year this year for some reason. Climate change. Ooh, another controversial topic that I might get banned for. 15 more minutes to go. I'm just chatting, but that's fine. Ooh. The darkness. I have to unlock my phone, so I do that. Ooh. My num-nums are starting to bite me back. No, pat 'em. Lay down. Interesting. Wish I knew who was watching me. That'd be great. I'd like to shoot him a message for being in the stream. So interesting. It's nice. Oh, I want to know who's watching. If you don't like what I'm saying, just flip me the bird. I don't care. Like I said, popularity is not my end goal. Anyway. Wow. This is one song I might do a remix for. Cut parts out, add them elsewhere. Call it Starstruck. Because my whole thing for the album was going to be about space and how things Big Banged, if you know what I mean. And I was gonna be kind of like, just my vision of being in a pod, being blasted in the, like, shot out from the blast of the Big Bang, and witnessing the birth of all existence. But then it went another way, so how did that work? I don't know. It's perfectly fine. This year was a year that I wanted to have at least 3 main goals achieved. One, coming back to Twitch, which has kind of happened, but I had a minor setback. 2, completely pushing out my album. This is the part I don't like about that song, but it worked for what my concept was at the beginning stages. But here we are. Oh well. Huh. Get up. And my movement is not that great. I like confidence. But I'm just a cute little bean sometimes. But I like the confidence of that cute little bean. Like, I was going to just come on last night, but I might stay on a couple of more minutes, but to discuss what's going on. Not even a month ago, can't even say a month and a half ago, Kamloops, that whole situation, finding all those dead children in a mass grave. And fast forward to the beginning of this week, practically, another 750 plus unmarked graves of children. What the absolute crap is that? Do people not realize colonization is a horrible thing and that they should not take land that didn't belong to them? You shouldn't just conquer whole nations for your selfishness. Like, no. People in North America and South America and all around the world do not need a savior. They were doing just fine. But no. That soured my mood last night, and I was going to play a game for even the one person that comes on. Even though they don't say anything about anything. Don't even comment. But that's fine. But oh my gosh. We've got to do something. And the sentencing of Derek Chauvin. Dude should have had life in prison without possibility of parole. Not even a chance of getting out on good behavior. He killed a man. I mean, what the fuck is that? If you're a small kid, I'm sorry. If you're 13, 14 years old, you've got to understand that here I am 32 years old, and this shit just both pisses me off and upsets me. I can't imagine how the people that are being affected feel. I can't imagine it. I may not have a platform to speak on much, but I'm going to speak my mind. I don't nearly have enough time on TikTok to talk. They only give you a minute if you're below 1,000 people. You can't even live stream. And there's a certain time in which you're allowed to have a 3-minute video meeting certain standards. And this is like 3 minutes is not long enough to talk about anything. And sorry if my music sounds kind of depressing, but most of my life was depressing, witnessing stuff and not being able to speak out. That was the worst feeling in the world. Like, witnessing something. I don't want to be an innocent person. Standing by. I shouldn't say innocent. I don't want to be, don't know, lost my vocabulary. Oh well. It tends to happen when I'm upset. Lose vocabulary. But nonetheless, I lost my innocence watching half of what I went through growing up and then seeing all this stuff. No chance of reviving innocence. That's the way I was wanting to put it. Oh my God. I was made to be oblivious as well to what was going on. And look at the way I look. Now I have ways of getting resources, and I'm unlearning half the shit that was indoctrinated into me. That's the most vulnerable I've felt, knowing that people all around me are going through things, and I had no way of voicing anything. Heck, anytime I tried growing a platform so I could speak on issues like this, every time my stuff gets shadow banned. So I just decided to become a microphone, amplifying those people's voices that need to be heard right now. Don't need another man like me speaking out on something, especially the color skin I have. Like, they have all the reason in the world not to trust people with my skin color. People don't see that, and that's a problem with them. Alright. I only had the one person here. I have a feeling it was kind of like a ghost, technically. Making sure I wasn't doing bad things, but I will. If you're a ghost moderator, just understand that you're valued as a viewer too, regardless if you speak or not. But you heard Marla to rant and ramble. This is the chill stream, not meant for gaming at this second. But thanks for listening, ghost moderator if you are. But at least you get to hear someone speak on something. Anyway, I'm gonna end it and gonna go spend some time with someone I love. So